some chocolate chip protein muffins. All of this has water behind it in the tile, so all of this needs to come out. After taxes, like 15 something. Guess how much this was being sold at Juicy Couture for? $54.
You gave me the kiss I like, kiss alright. But I'm never lonely. Sexy ladies, come and feel me slowly.
Good morning, we're back. So we are back in Jersey. If I sound funny, I'm wearing my retainers. We are back in Jersey. I'm about to make my bed. And then I have to get my morning going because we have to go back to Jersey, and that's going to be a conversation in itself that I'm going to tell you guys in the car of the updates of the house, so that way you guys can kind of catch up with everything. But for right now, we are going to get our morning started. I already woke up and did my morning prayers. One of the biggest things that I learned today, I hope you don't mind me sharing my discoveries of the Bible. As I continue to read the Bible, the more I'm picking up on certain things that just like certain ways for me to remember. The biggest things for me is to remember the Bible and be able to talk to my children, talk to people around me, and explain to them certain things, because people want for you to give them proof of certain things, right? And for me, I have testimonies of how God has helped me in my life. I don't know what that sound is. Sorry. How God has helped me and how he's opened doors for me when I thought all the doors were closed. So I have all of those testimonies. However, there is parts in my life where I'm lacking that that understanding the Bible, number one, and being able to go back in the Bible. Like, for example, my father, if I'm like, oh, I'm battling this certain thing, right? My dad has been a follower of Christ for as long as before I was even born. He used to be a Catholic, and he switched over himself, got baptized, and did it, and raised all his children in a Christian household. All his children, meaning me and my siblings. I'm one out of five, sorry. And every time I have any issues and I'm talking to him, I'm like, this is something that I'm battling. He will pick a verse out of the Bible in his head and be like, go to such and such book, such and such verse, right? Such and such chapter and such verse. And it'll help you. If you pray, read that verse, pray, and allow God to work. And I'm like, how does he remember? And that's something that I not necessarily envy, but I want to model, is remember certain verses. And the best way I'm remembering is I do my notes after I read my verse. I do my notes, and whenever I'm reading a section or a chapter, not a chapter, but like a section out of a chapter, I write down, but I also write down verses that are memorable to me. And one of the verses that I read today in Matthew chapter 21, verse 22 is, anything we ask in prayer, if we believe it, that God can create a way, that Jesus can create a way for the door to open, we shall receive it. So whenever you are asking anything of God, if you're saying, God, help me with this, everything seems to be caving in, help me with this, you can ask. Don't get me wrong. We have the free will to go to him and ask anything we want. However, the biggest way that we're going to get any answer from that prayer that we're asking is by believing that God's going to do it and having faith that he will do it. Those are the two big things that I'm learning as a pattern in Matthew, is that we ask of things and then we're like, oh, we don't even give him time to deliver. And then we lose trust because we're impatient human beings, and he values patience, and he values a lot of things, but one of those things is he values patience. Because if you read, every time people ask of things, they didn't get it within instant. They got it as time went on. Some people, yes, they had a fast turnaround, but not everybody is like that. So you ask something in prayer, go to your prayer closet, not to your friends. I can talk about this for hours, but it's like I've made a lot of mistakes on trusting people, humankind, instead of going to God and asking in prayer for the things that I'm battling and I'm struggling with. Instead, I'll go to people who then turn it into gossip versus actually trying to be there to help me. So I've learned a lot, but most importantly, I'm realizing that God is providing a way. I've got answers to questions that I've asked Him. Ask and you shall receive. But the biggest thing, the biggest point we miss is believing that He will do it. So that was my takeaway this morning. And I'm sorry that I yapped your head off for 5 minutes, but it was a moment that really touched my heart. And I hope that it touched somebody else's heart when you're watching this. So that was that. We're going to make our bed and make breakfast, get ready. And we have to get out of here by no later than 9:30 because we have an appointment at 11:15 in Jersey. So let's get ready, guys. Okay, I have to leave, but I wanted to give you a quick OTD. You know I'm wearing my favorite jeans from BCBG. This belt is from Shein. This shirt, amazing material by a brand called Pinky Rose. I got it from TJ Maxx. I got it in black and white. Super cute, simple outfit. And we're gonna be running late, so we have to leave right now. So that's the fit. And then I did my hair. Super cute. Add some products into it. What's up, guys? We are in the carro. Why is this car so far up my butt, dude? I wanna see you. I wanna feel you. In the rain, in the sun, upstairs, downstairs, in the car, bedroom, sitting room, boom, boom. Good morning.
Somebody cry out, say, come on.
Hi, I haven't talked to you guys in a little minute. It is Sunday. Yeah, we're gonna make the protein protein muffins. So obviously I'm gonna put the recipe somewhere on the page on either side. That way you guys can kind of follow along, and I'll also have it in the description box for you guys. But for sure, wow, glass skin it is, but damn, my forehead is shining. But we're gonna make that. They're delicious. This time, instead of using blueberries, because I ran out of blueberries, I'm gonna make them with chocolate chips. I love the blueberry ones. I've made them 3 times already. Can you tell I love them? Plus they're full of protein. I think I get 14 grams of protein in one. So I try to have 2 a day to up my grams of protein, because I have to eat 167 grams of protein a day so that I can maintain muscle and lose fat. So with all that being said, let's make the freaking muffins. I keep wanting to say brownie, the muffins. So we're gonna use some oat flour. You can get this from Amazon. Actually, right here, you need a half a cup and then a 1/4 cup. So we do half, and then we have our 1/4 cup here. We need a full scoop of that. We're gonna do, I use PE Science. The version of it doesn't really affect the taste of the brownie. So I do a full scoop of this. That's why I get the extra protein. Then we have, it calls for salt. Now you can do salt if you want. I choose not to put salt in it. There's nothing, it doesn't have any effect with the taste because I'm not using actual sugar, I'm using honey. So I guess that balances out the taste, I guess. So, but I ignore the salt. But if you wanted to add salt, it will be 1/4 tablespoon of salt. Next, we have our baking powder. And with the baking powder, we are doing 1 tablespoon of baking powder. The reason why I use a strainer is because I want to make sure I get all the bubbles out, because one time I didn't, and I can taste that in my brownies when I made it one time. And by the bubbles, I'm talking about, like, I don't know if you can see those little, like, yeah, no, we don't want that in our mixture at all. Next, we have some cinnamon, and it asks for a 1/4 tablespoon of cinnamon. So I just do, whenever it asks for like a tablespoon of this or a 1/4 spoon or whatever, I just do a tablespoon if I like it. Okay, I love cinnamon, so yeah. All right, that's it for all of our dry ingredients. Next, we're gonna move to our wet ingredient. We should turn on our oven to preheat to 350. And while that's preheating, we're gonna now go and move on to our wet ingredient. You're gonna need a 1/4 cup of honey. So I use raw and unfiltered honey by Nate's. I get this, you can get it from BJ's, or you can get it on Amazon. I get it on Amazon because it comes straight to my door. I don't have to go outside of my house. So we do 1/4. Oh, I was like, what the heck does that sound? 1/4 cup of that. And it sticks to the bottom, so just use the spoon. All right, we're gonna need 1/4 cup. Oh no, a 1/2 cup, sorry, a 1/2 cup of milk. So I'm using the Fairlife milk. Okay. So we're gonna use an egg. I don't know what a large egg is. Need between 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil. So we're just gonna do 2. Some vanilla extract. It calls for a 1/2 tablespoon for that. So we're just gonna fill this little spoon up halfway and add that in. And we're going to mix this up a little bit. You should have, one of the mistakes I made when I was rushing to make this was I used the wrong measurements, and my consistency was very thick, and it made it like, I don't know, it was very, the texture was off, it just did not look right. So you want for the consistency to be very runny. I'll show you what I mean by that. It shouldn't be so thick. It should be very, very runny. So if it's thick, just add a little bit more milk. If you use the wrong measurement, you'll know, because your consistency will be super duper thick. All right, so this is she right here. But this is the color I have. It's like a nice little tannish brown. And then this is the consistency I'm talking about. I don't know if you, and our oven is now ready, right on time. So you see how it's runny, it's not thick, because when I made it, it wouldn't even come off the spoon, it was so thick. So you should have it where it's like running consistency, okay? That's when you know it's good. We're gonna be using some dark chocolate. You can use blueberries, you can use whatever you want, walnuts, whatever you want in here. If I had walnuts, I would have put some in here, but I have some dark chocolate. And we're just gonna mix that in really good. All right, we're gonna need our baking. I need to get another one of these. So these one only have 6, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get way more than 6, because I don't wanna, you can
it's gonna overflow. It's just gonna make them like kind of chubby. So if you don't want them to be this big, don't overflow it. Just put it right where it meets at the top. So like right up here versus like overfilling it, which is what I'm not gonna do today. I'm gonna just make little mini ones and then just run it twice because I only have one of those. Trick to make sure that it doesn't stick is I'm using butter, but I'm using this extra virgin olive oil butter. Never used it before. Butter is bad for you either way unless you're using ghee. And then I use a paper towel, rub that in here, and that's what I use to kind of just apply it to. It's a trick that I learned. I don't even know where I learned this, but since I started baking stuff, it works for me. And so we just rub the bottom really well to ensure that nothing sticks. And then we're gonna pour our wonderful mixture in. And I try to make sure I scoop whatever I'm using, whether I'm using blueberry or the chocolate chip. I try to make sure every one of them has some in there. So yeah. It smells so good. I love making these. You can smell that. If you're not a fan of cinnamon, you won't like it, because and if you don't like the cinnamon, just remove it from the recipe, of course. But I love cinnamon. So, and you can smell it. It smells like fall. So I'm definitely making these all year round. But this is it right here. We're gonna pop it in the oven for 25 minutes. Hey Siri, set a timer for 25 minutes.
25 minutes starting now.
It's ready. Oh, they look so cute and tiny. Ooh, done. They look so cute and tiny. And we did it. Some chocolate chip protein muffins. Hi, we have made it. Let me turn that off. In case you're wondering, why does it look different? It's because we are back at the wonderful place of my condo where the disaster is happening. I'm meeting with the adjuster is their proper name. I'm meeting with the adjuster, and then the mitigation person is gonna be arriving with them as well so that we can go over the scope of work. I hope you can see the bathroom in here. So this entire bathroom is gonna be coming down because there is water. Wherever you see blue tape, there's water damage. So obviously everything started from the ceiling. So the water damage started from that. And because the water ran along this way, come on, focus. Yeah, because it went along this way, all of this has water behind it and the tile, so all of this needs to come out. All of my floor needs to be come up because yeah, there's water under here. And then when you come out to the hallway, when I came in that day, there was water in here literally coming down like a waterfall. So I took that off, drained it. Well, the fire department took it off and I drained it. And then this had water in it, so the fire department recommended I popped it, and so I did and cleaned it up. All of this will be coming off because all of this has water. And here, all of this has water. The flooring in the hallway needs to be lifted up because it's coupling, because there's water under it. There's water damage in here because when I came in, water was coming down this wall, and it's very dangerous because my electrical panel is right here. Then you go into the laundry room. That light still has water in it. The lighting in here is horrid. I'm sorry. And it's so bad that the camera won't even focus. But there's water that came all the way in here, which led all the way over there. Water was all inside this wall, so this entire wall needs to come up. If you can see the tape down there, this flooring full of water. All behind my washer and dryer is water damage that needs to be come up. There is water damage. I don't know if you can even see it because on the camera, but if you see right here, the little ripple. Come on, focus. Yeah, right there, the ripple. So that's water damage that needs to be come up. And obviously, yeah. And then, unfortunately, we didn't realize this, but water came all around over here, which led to now possibly the flooring of this kitchen may need to come up because there's water inside this wall. So yeah, that's the exciting part. Oh, lastly, I forgot to mention there is water damage up here, which now half of this room is going to be coming up, and then this is the master bathroom, and there's water damage up there, and water damage obviously because this is connected to the other bathroom, so there's water damage all behind this wall. So all of this needs to come up, including the flooring, because there's water under the floor. So yeah.
The other people in the other unit, their wall's probably wet too. Wow, hard on it.
Niggas want me to get ratchet. Niggas want me to attack it. Put the hood on, all the time me cashes. Aren't you like Bob Saget? Greedy, I can't pass it. Eating everything, nigga, no fasting. I don't care what you knew me in the past tense. I ain't no Julia style, this ain't no last dance. Way past it. Wait. Fucking on my ex, cause he validate me. Fucking up a check, I don't want no receipt. Mind get possessed, let my spirit speak freely. Hey. My past can't escape me. My pussy precedes me. Why my how the times change? I'm still playing the victim and you still playing the picky.
We're back. We're back. Also, if you want to know the outfit deets, sweater, TJ Maxx, top, Fashion Nova. It's a bodysuit, halter top bodysuit, and then these pants, summer pants, fashion, TJ Maxx. I'm a TJ Maxx girl, if you didn't know. We got some wine. I got the Menage a Trois Red Blend. It is Zinfandel, Merlot, and Cabernet. And then I've been like craving some like rosé. So I got this Pinot Grigio del Venezia. It looked good. I've never had this before. I'm typically like the Stella Rosa girl, but and I spent $23.43. TJ Maxx, sponsor me, please. It is this Soroa. It is the mango and coconut. It smells like, ooh, oh my God, it smells so good. It smells exactly what it sounds like, mango and coconut. It smells exactly like that. So if you're not a mango or a coconut girl, you won't like it. And I got this at TJ Maxx because you know we dropped the shower routine. So if you haven't watched it, you should go and watch it. But this cost me $5.99 at TJ Maxx. If you're not shopping at TJ Maxx, oh, I thought this was glass. It's like a hard plastic. Okay. If you're not shopping at TJ Maxx, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. Okay. Next, this has become my new favorite scent. Okay. And I was not going for a theme and I ended up falling into a theme because now I'm noticing I have a lot of orange and reds, like peach color stuff for my bath right now. But I got this Valencia Vibes. It's from Solo in Ibiza. It's by this brand, right? Wait till I tell you the notes. The notes are vanilla, pistachio, jasmine, almond, caramel, and sandalwood. When I tell you, I already use this. I use this at night. Oh my gosh. It smells so good. It's a body butter. When I tell you, oh my gosh. I used it twice already. And I already went and got more. Because I'm like, one thing about TJ Maxx is it's a retail. So once you find something, if you don't get it right there and there, you're never gonna find it again. So it's like, and then I realized I know the notes that's in here. So what I do is whenever I'm using this, I try to pair the notes with a fragrance that I have. And when I tell you, I get in my sheets and it's just divine. Now, give you a little quick tip for if you didn't know. Now again, I wasn't trying to be on a theme, and for whatever reason I fell into the orange theme. Honey pot, right? If you go get this honey pot at Target, whatever, you're probably looking at spending $10, correct me if I'm wrong. However, I get these at TJ Maxx. Again, it's a retail, it's not always gonna be there, so don't go running to TJ Maxx and going, girl, we didn't find it. This is $7, $6.99. That's how much it costs at TJ Maxx, okay? $6.99 instead of me paying almost $10. Then, okay, this is another shower favorite. I did a shower routine. Again, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. I did a shower routine where I use these products. Oh my gosh, this thing smells so good. I use these products, and when I tell you, this thing, I think the top is on here, smells so good, and it pairs so well with this scent right here. It pairs really, really well. I don't know if it's because of the vanilla and the coconut in there. It pairs very, very well with it. But this is the Kapari Tahitian, I think I'm saying that wrong, vanilla hydrating body wash with cocoa water, aloe, and sea kelp. Oh my gosh, when I tell you guys, avec l'eau de coco, aloe et virache. When I tell you guys, this thing right here smells so good. I got it at TJ Maxx. Again, TJ Maxx sells it for $8. If you go on the website right now, you're getting this for 20 bucks. Again, TJ Maxx is a retail store. Say it with me. If I go into TJ Maxx, I may not find it. It may be there, it may not be there. Again, when I went, literally I went to TJ Maxx on Friday, they had a whole bunch of these in these, right? Went today, there was only this one left, and there was 3 of these left. So you do what you want with that information. This is nothing, but this is chia seeds. Again, if you look online trying to get chia seed, depending on how big you're getting a variety of price. I got this bag for $7, and this is a pretty big bag. It starts right here though. So like from here to here, pretty big bag, chia seeds. And then last but not least, I am in love with TJ Maxx's, oh my God, pajamas. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. And I found these Juicy Couture. I have to throw them in the wash. Oh God, how big is this? This look like it might not fit me. Okay, it's a medium, it may fit me. Medium, it's a black and pink color, and it has the Juicy Couture logo, and it has the Juicy Couture logo all over the print, if you can see that. Yeah. And then this is the shirt. I love, and then it says Juicy at the back. I have a feeling after a couple of washes, these rhinestones will come off. I hope not, but yeah. This cost me $14. After taxes, like 15 something. Guess how much this was being sold at Juicy Couture for? $54. I don't know about you. I gotta throw these in the wash. I don't know about you. If you're not shopping at TJ Maxx, you need to be studied. Because when people are like, oh, you're always at TJ Maxx. Why? Why not? I'm spending $30 and getting something that at retail, at actual price, I'll be paying like over $100 for. Like,